in Rome. I have a solo day and I'm so excited. I have 2 days in Rome by myself before my mom comes in to Rome. So I'm spending the time in Rome for a much needed solo vacation. I'm a big advocate of solo travel and female solo travel, and a really common question I get is, what do you do when you are traveling alone? What do you do to keep yourself entertained, to keep yourself occupied? So I figured I would take you guys along with me on a day here in Rome as a female solo traveler, a solo female traveler. There we go. That was right. It's early. I did a lot of the touristy stuff like the Colosseum and the Vatican with my dad yesterday. So I think I'm just gonna take the day to explore, and yeah, let's get going. So I'm going to have breakfast. I found this place near my Airbnb that looks like they sell or have like vegetables and eggs for breakfast. I feel like my body is craving like hearty, salty food for breakfast. That is exactly what my body needed. So bad. Okay, so now I am on my way to visit the underground water aqueducts and that didn't make any sense, underground water aqueducts and the Roman ruins that are underneath the Trevi Fountain, which I don't feel like a lot of people know about. I didn't know about it until I had a follower on Instagram reach out and tell me about it, so I'm gonna go see if they have tickets. I ended up in the Botanical Gardens of Rome. I don't know how I got here, but I ended up at the Botanical Gardens of Rome. It's beautiful. I just like found the park and it's so beautiful. I'm just sitting in the park. So I commonly hear, is traveling alone as a female safe? Is it okay? You know, what precautions do you take? While I'm sitting in this beautiful park, let's talk about it. I think there's a big stigma, if you will, about women traveling solo, that it's super dangerous and bad things are gonna happen. And while, you know, we do need to take precautions as women, I also think that the world isn't as scary of a place as we've been taught to believe it is. I do a couple of things to make sure that I feel safe in a new place. So one of the things that I do is I always tell somebody where I'm going, what my itinerary is, where I'm staying, how long I'm going to be there, and if those plans change, I update them to tell them what's going to be happening. It just adds a layer of security to know that somebody else knows where you are supposed to be during the day. Number 2, always bring a portable charger. You never want to be in a situation where you have a dead phone and you can't figure your way out home, you don't know where you are, you're lost. Those situations you definitely don't want to be in. A big one is just acting like you know where you're going, like having that aura of confidence about you, even if you have no idea, like act like you know where you're going. Because the biggest thing that people will do is they'll prey on tourists that look lost, especially if you're, you know, alone, male or female. So having that aura of confidence, of just looking like you know where you're going, even if you don't know where you're going, until you can pull off somewhere a little bit safer, a little bit more discreet, and figure out where you are going. A great way to do this is to bring up the directions on your phone and then have your earphones in, and that way the directions can play in your ear, so you can look like you know where you're going, even if you're just listening to the directions in your ear. I prefer to take one earbud out, and that way I can have one ear attending to my surroundings and then one ear listening to directions. But to be honest with you, I think overall, we're trained to believe that the world is so bad, but in reality, there's just so much more good in the world than there is bad. I just think everybody should solo travel at least once in their life. You gain so much confidence, and you just learn, you know, how to love spending time with yourself. And I think it's just the most freeing, most independent thing. It's really not as scary as you think it is, I promise. Continuing on my walk, but look, there's like a little island between the two sides of Rome. Oh my god, cute. And there's little bars and restaurants down there. Cute. The other thing that gets me is that people walking along the river like that, just right along there, no edge, no fence. That could never happen in New York, like ever. People would go swimming. People would jump in. I see that happen all the time in European countries, just like no fences, no blockage, just people walking along the river, and it's like, would never fly in New York. It's so weird to me. I have stumbled upon something very important. I have stumbled upon a cat sanctuary in the middle of Roman ruins. Look at all the cats. Oh my gosh. Like, I knew I would stumble upon ruins in Rome, but cats in ruins? I didn't expect that. If you know me, you know I love arancini, which is very typical for Sicily, but Rome has a street food that's really similar to arancini, but it's called supli. Supli? I'm putting the accent somewhere wrong there, but I'm gonna go try it. So let's go. All right, so I got a whole bunch of typical Roman street food. We have supli right here, fried cod. I don't really like fish, but we're trying new foods. Fried zucchini flowers, and fried artichokes, which Rome is famous for. Okay, Midway update. I love them all. Why would you not? They're fried. Okay, I'm not a fish girl. I don't really like fish. This is really good. Really good. Honestly, though, you could fry a shoe though, and it would be good. So I don't know. Alright, you guys, I am back at my B&B. Thank you so much for joining along with me on this solo travel day in Rome. If you have any questions at all, please drop them down below. I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to sleep. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you next time. Bye!